Give me what to say, let me hear you clearly define what I am to do. Let every word penetrate the heart. Let what is said lead them running to your arm. Use me, Lord. Use me, Lord.
We could use for a topic tonight, I would say the grace of God. What is grace, and what do grace do for you? That's the question tonight. What is grace, and what do grace do for you? See, grace is God giving a blessing or something good I do not deserve. Yeah, it because of God's grace. Mercy is God withhold judgment or evil that I deserve. And grace is mentioned 170 times in the Bible. Consider some of the ways it can be defined. Grace and mercy are like two heads of the same coin. Can we go to 2 Corinthians 12 and 9? 2 Corinthians 12 and 9. And God is able to make all grace abide towards you, that ye always have all sufficient in all things, may abide to every good works. See, grace can be defined as God all sufficient in the life of the believers. I like to call God grace more than enough. By this I mean God is enough. Yeah, no matter what the situation that we face, God is enough. Can we go to 1 Corinthians 15 and 10? Yeah, Paul is speaking here in 1 Corinthians 15 and 10. Paul testified, by the grace of God, I am what I am. And his grace, which was bestowed upon me, was not in vain. But I labor more abundant than they all, yet not I. And I am not afraid to grace to, excuse me. But the grace of God was with me. In the Message Bible, Paul said, but because God was so grateful, so very generous, he said, here I am. And I am not about to let the grace go to waste. Have not I worked hard to do more than any of the other? Even then, my work did not amount to much. It was God giving me the work to do. God gave me the energy to do it. Paul knew that it was God's grace working in him that made him a great service of God. How many want God's grace to work in your life? Jesus told us that we can do nothing without him. Without him, I would fail. Without him, I couldn't do nothing. Without him, my life would be drifted like a ship without a sail. We must believe. I said we must believe that he will do what he promised when we walk in according to his grace and work in us to do his good pleasure. 2 Timothy 1 and 9. Can we go there? 2 Timothy 1 and 9. Paul is saying, who have saved us and called us with an holy calling, not according to our works, but according to his own perfect and grace, which was given in Christ Jesus before the world beginning. Can we go to Ephesians 2 and 8 there? In Ephesians 2 and 8, it says, for by grace who have been saved through faith, and that's not yourself. It is a gift of God. The 9th verse said, not our works, lest anyone shall boast. God is reminding us it is his grace that saved us, and we did nothing to deserve it. His gift. But through faith, we have salvation. Tyler 2 and 11. In Tyler 2 and 11, Paul said, for the grace of God that brought salvation had appeared to all men. God love can and come is it that all blessing that all men shall be saved. Okay. All men shall be saved. I want to finish my course with joy. I want to testify how good God is in my life. I want the grace of God to be in my life. I want to testify right now, and it's not going to be long. Some of you might not know, last year, I was diagnosed with prostate cancer. I went and told my pastor. He said that, okay, and he prayed for me. I got with the doctor. We set up a schedule and time. I went in, and we had the surgery. We made a decision. He said that it's not bad, but you can make some decisions right here. You can take the treatment, you can have the surgery, or we just can monitor. I told him I want to have the surgery. I went in, had the surgery, came out, went in to recover. I heard the nurse said, she said, Woodrow? And I raised up and I looked. She said, do you have any pains? I said, I don't have any pain. She said that, you sure you don't have any pain? And I said, no, I don't have any pain. So we sat there. I laid there in the recovery till they got me a room in the hospital upstairs. And when I got upstairs, they took me up, put me in a bed. As soon as they got me in the bed, they told me, get up. We got to walk. After this procedure been done, you have to get up and walk down the hallway around and come back. That's the way the procedure done. So I got up, I walked around, came back, the nurse had my IV on the pole, we walked, came back. She said, you have any pain, you dizzy? I said, no, I don't have any problem whatsoever. So we went around twice. She said, you got any pains? I said, I don't have any pain whatsoever. And the third time we were going around, and I said, do you want to go? And she said, no, you're all right. I'm going back in the office, but if you want to, you could go ahead on. So I didn't. I said, well, I better go get back in bed. At the meantime, what I'm trying to say, God's grace was with me with no pain whatsoever. And from the time that from my surgery, my doctor came in the next morning. He said, I'm going to discharge you. Do you have any pain? He said, you can take a Tylenol or Advil or something like that for your pain. And I told him, I said, I don't have any pain, no complication whatsoever. And I just want to let the saints know that I hadn't had no pain from the time my surgery. I hadn't had any complication whatsoever. That was the grace of God that healed my body. And I want to thank everyone for listening, and may God bless you.
Give me what to say. Let me hear you.
Thank you for listening. If this teaching has been a blessing to you and you'd like to partner with our ministry to share the message of Jesus Christ, please visit our website at www.hmclive.org and click the donate button. If you're in our area, we invite you to join us at 4317 Lippincott Boulevard, Burton, Michigan, 48519. Harris Memorial Church of God in Christ, teaching the truth and showing the love.